A look back at the United States economy during the 1990s. The United States entered recession in July of 1990, which lasted 8 months through March of 1991. In 1991, Operation Desert Storm was a go.
As the oil wells began to burn, so began the inevitable countdown to Operation Desert Storm. Once Iraq's President Saddam Hussein had decided to destroy Kuwait's oil industry, never mind his defiance of United Nations resolutions to withdraw unconditionally, then the Allied forces lined up in Saudi Arabia were bound to get the order to advance. The burning of the oil fields had little military significance, but its long-term effect on the ecology of the region was incalculable. Allied leaders saw Saddam's decision to burn the oil fields as a last defiant fling before their land forces opened the battle to drive him out of Kuwait. Action was only hours away. So began the biggest concerted land attack since the Second World War. So great was the firepower on land and in the air that in just 100 hours the Iraqi army was defeated and Kuwait was handed back to its people.
Although economic growth had returned, unemployment continued to rise through June of 1992. Unemployment rose to 7.8%. Many believe that this recession caused the economic boom of the 1990s. In 1993, the World Trade Center was bombed.
Recapping now for you once again, if you've just joined us, an explosion underground in the garage section of the World Trade Center in New York City has killed now 3 people, according to the New York Port Authority, and has injured at least 150 people. Hundreds of people, as we speak, are still being evacuated from the twin-story towers of the structure, and a hotel in the complex as well at the southern tip of Manhattan Island. There were reports earlier of some people being trapped under the rubble. We do understand that's where at least 2 of the fatalities were found. There are still people trapped in the 2 towers, as we say, but EMS and firefighting personnel are at least to the 85th floor of the Twin Towers evacuating these people. They're also being taken off the roof by helicopters.
Moving on, personal incomes increased from the recession in the early 1990s. The 1996 Welfare Reform Act created a reduction of poverty. United States trade opportunities expanded greatly from 1994 to 1997. United States productivity greatly increased toward the end of the 1990s. In 1999, the Panama Canal was taken over by the Panamanian government. Also in 1999, John F. Kennedy Jr. died in a plane accident. The end.